Hey Yinzers, this is Double AP bringing you another episode of Yinzology, the study of all things Pittsburgh. And on this day in 1964, a young University Pitt student at the age of 21, Frederick Williams from New Jersey, decides to drive his station wagon across the Fort Duquesne Bridge that was not completed. If you're from out of town, you Yinzers will know the Fort Duquesne Bridge crosses the Allegheny, and then you get in between the point, and it's a connection bridge to the Fort Pitt Bridge, to the tubes, where Emma Watson or Hermione in that one movie, I forget the name of the movie, she's driving through on her, at the top of the roof of the car, and she's, coming through the tubes, and then she comes out. Those are the two bridges. You have Fort Pitt, and then it connects. The Fort Pitt goes over to Monongahela, and then the Fort Duquesne Bridge goes over the Allegheny. The bridge was under construction, and it was nicknamed the Bridge to Nowhere. For whatever reason, government red tape, it took years for them to finish building the bridge. Stopped about 90 feet from the north shore, the north side, and it was about 100-foot drop down to the Allegheny River. Main span of the bridge just stood there for years, uncompleted. Now, the city or the construction crew, they put up barricades, but this kid got through the barricades and for whatever reason, drove his car off of the Fort Duquesne Bridge and survived. He got out of the wreckage, walked out, I don't know if he walked or if an ambulance picked him up, but he went to Allegheny General Hospital, which is only minutes away, just there on the north side. And in 1964, I don't think they had CAT scans, so I don't know, he may have had brain injury, but they let him go that evening with just a couple scratches. And he walked away from driving off an unfinished Fort Duquesne Bridge. We have no idea. If this guy was on psychedelic drugs, if he was bored, if some of his friends double dared him and he had to do it. I don't know. Nobody knows the reason. Maybe the guy was suicidal. Maybe he didn't mean to do it and he fell asleep at the wheel, because there were rumors of young people that would go on the unfinished bridge to go and make out. And it was like a cool hangout for young adults, like teenagers. So I don't know if it was a mistake and he was embarrassed and he didn't want to explain the reason. But he never gave a reason as why he did this. To try to give you an idea of what this kid survived, I have a 1955 Chevy Nomad. Now, this isn't technically a station wagon, but it is 16 feet long, and that's the same length as a 1960s or a 1970s station wagon. I should know. I used to drive an old beat-up station wagon. This is a 1:40 scale ratio of driving off of my dining room table to give you an idea of what kind of craziness this. I think if he were to drive one of our cars today made out of fiberglass and plastic, that it would have crumpled like tinfoil. But I think the fact that this was a 1960s station wagon made out of, probably steel and iron, a little bit of iron, that's probably what saved his life, because there were no airbags. And I don't know if he fell in the river, or I think he made it across to the north side shorelines. Here we have the bridge. Okay. This is the Fort Duquesne Bridge, and it's unfinished. And then we have the 100-foot drop. And then I put some water down there for the Allegheny. And that's the north side. All right. That's there. You made it into the Allegheny.